All right, guys, good evening. It is Thursday, October 26, 2017, 7:30 p.m. New York time, and just a brief video regarding the ECB rate decision today. I'll just tell you right up front, I was not around during this event today, so that's part of the reason why I didn't make a video on it, and I did not trade it. So, and I kind of wish I did by some of these moves, but I did not. But I did want to just make a couple of points about it. So, first of all, the ECB did not change the rate. That was as expected. So, as usual, it really came across to what Draghi had to say at the press conference, which was at 8:30 a.m. New York time this morning. And basically, if you go on forexlive.com, there's a whole bunch of postings, but this is basically what he said. Is what they're going to do is they're going to begin tapering their plan is to begin tapering their quantitative easing, but that they're going to keep it out there for quite a while. In other words, the time when they're going to stop has not been determined. Probably wouldn't be any sooner than like the end of next year, but they're going to probably pare it back a little bit. So this was kind of some of the points he made at his press conference. There's kind of a mix here. Basically saying domestic price pressures remain muted. He did note that a strong euro was a downside risk. Did notice wage growth has increased, and that global expansion has helped. And so there was some positive stuff in here, but whether it was kind of a buy the rumor, sell the fact type thing is a little bit of a question. And the market essentially took it as a negative. And perhaps they were waiting for a more bullish, hawkish tone. And I think they did get some pretty bullish stuff in here. If you read these points, if you watch the his press conference, which again I didn't see it live. I just been reading some of the information about it, so it'll be interesting to see. But that's basically what it was. From a volatility standpoint, go to the charts here. Let me go to the hourly chart. This is the Euro Kiwi. So we go back, about 12 hours here. So, right about here is, somewhere in here is where the news came out, or where the press conference was held, probably somewhere about here. And you can see we're pretty much down all day today. And this is really the same across all the euro pairs. Here's the euro dollar on the hourly chart. This one really took I think the biggest hit was the euro dollar, because of course the dollar's been pretty strong. Here's the euro Aussie. Here's the euro Swiss. Euro yen took a big hit too. Again, so the market basically took this as a negative, and again, whether it was a buy the rumor, sell the fact, or what have you. So the question is going to be, where do we go from here? Are we going to see a larger downside move, or is this just a correction in this large up move? So it looks like we're probably going to probably end this downtrend here pretty soon. The way the daily chart on the euro dollar, I can pretty much kind of see a trend here that's completing. So I think this has got a little bit more downside to go, but that this probably will end. So it'll be a question of what it does after that. Again, here's the weekly chart. I know this is a big picture, but I do think that this will turn back up again from a weekly standpoint. This looks like a flat correction here, up for a wave 3, which means you'll get a sharper zigzag wave 4. When you get a flat correction in wave 2, you usually will get a sharp correction in wave 4, or vice versa. And so that's what we're kind of expecting, that eventually. So I think we'll see some more downside push, but I wouldn't be at all surprised if we see the euro turn back positive again. Now, whether it happens, tomorrow's Friday, so I doubt it'll happen this week, although there is some US dollar news coming out tomorrow morning that could be interesting, but depending if it's positive or negative. So, but I mean, these are pretty aggressive moves, so I'm certainly not looking to buy the euro on any of these pairs at the moment. But I do think these downside moves don't have a lot left to them, at least this initial piece. And we'll see, do we get just kind of a sideways correction up and then they go down again, or do we get a sharp reversal? That'll be interesting to see what happens. If we get, if we go down a little further here and then we get kind of like sideways up correction, we get the CCI going up, spread apart, then I'd expect another sharp move down. But if we end this and all of a sudden shoot straight back up again, we could just be talking about a corrective move and is resuming the uptrend. So anyways, guys, that's kind of the deal. I certainly wouldn't take any long positions on the euro right now. This is very weak price action. If you took shorts today on these, great, but be cautious of a sharp reversal here. I do think at least this initial trend is going to end soon, and then we'll see. Do we get a sharp reversal up, or do we get a sideways correction? In which case, we'll see more downside. So that's to come. But again, keep in mind this larger uptrend, and this is the euro yen, for instance. I mean, this trend line hasn't been broken. So as long as we, I think, maintain this area, which I certainly can see this price action going down, as long as we don't take out this low and keep going, then I would suggest that we probably will see a resumption of the uptrend. Because again, the news was pretty, I think overall was pretty bullish. I wouldn't say overly bullish. I know that they're worried about the euro being too strong, but there's a lot of positive economic pieces pointing to the eurozone being a little stronger, and so we'll see. So anyways, guys, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Not a trading video per se, but just kind of a bit of a reflection, and like I said, be cautious and do your research before you take any more positions in the euro, if you did not already get into these short positions today. I won't be rushing to get in anytime soon, but I will be keeping an eye on it. So that's it, guys. Have a great night. We'll talk to you all soon.